every time a new Sims pack comes out, I always like to put the new skills to the test to see how effective they are as a get-rich-quick scheme. I've got this weenie Sim called Stanley Humphrey that I have been forcing to suffer through ridiculous challenges for years now. This poor guy is always struggling. He literally has 0 simoleons all the time. And it's always a good time, at least for us, maybe not so much for him. But this time with the Crystal Creations pack, it's special. So cut back to last night when I first got access to the pack and I was kind of scrolling through, looking at all of the items, testing things to see how it would work. For once in my life, I opened up the tutorials and I never used this lessons feature. I can honestly count on one hand the number of times I've even opened this thing. It's got a whole Crystal Creations tab that explains the new skill and how it works, and I wanted to read this first so I wouldn't be going in completely clueless when I started recording. So I opened the page and I'm skimming this and I see all you need to get started is the all-in-one gemology table by Humphrey Inc. I'm sorry, the what? So I like run to build mode. I go to grab the gemology table. I search up gemology. Look at this. The new skill building item, the whole skill thing that you use to jewelry make, is this all-in-one gemology table by Humphrey Inc. They named the thing after Stanley. And the description says, we all have dreams of turning our hobbies into a flourishing business, and Humphrey Inc. knows that all too well. This all-in-one solution offers a precise turntable and a wide workspace with a premium faux leather mat, a design so chic it will perfectly incorporate into any crafter's studio. Cut your favorite gems into perfectly imperfect works of art and craft the perfect jewel for every occasion. So it's subtle, but they're talking about him. Stanley was literally born for this. So when I saw that, it absolutely made my night. I was like near tears over this stupid table. I was so excited. It's so funny too, because when the trailer came out for this pack, everybody was like, oh my God, Stanley is gonna die for this. And then, little did we know, they named the thing after Stanley Humphrey. So as per usual, we're starting out with Stanley, an empty lot, and 0 simoleons, but this time we've got the jewelry making table, and we're gonna try to use this thing to make as much money as possible, as fast as possible, all while starting from scratch. Couple problems with this, we don't have any money. So we do need some money to start. We also don't have anything to help us. I'm gonna do a couple of things. Like, first of all, we're switching into a tiny house. This is gonna make us get double skill gain. It'll make our lives a lot easier. It'll also make trees and plants grow twice as fast, which will help once we get that new crystal tree. And I'm having us live in Glimmerbrook. This is the world that comes with Realm of Magic. I felt like the spellcastery vibes kind of fit with the crystal thing. In hindsight, that was maybe a mistake because I don't know if there's too much that you can even collect from out here, but we'll do what we can. Oh my God, it's giving me a discovery quest. I'll do it. Complete a task in your aspiration, complete a want, whatever. That's fine. We've got a bunch of spellcasters fishing with us right now, which is kind of weirding me out. Thankfully, there are some crystals around. You kind of just have to wait for them all to start spawning. We got Plumbite. That's our first one. It's also rare, which is helpful. And this one will increase our needs slowly over time. Okay, so once we get that thing charged, we are golden. That is almost too easy. I feel really good about this already. That's best case scenario. The best one that we could have found is that one. We won't even need to buy a bed. All we're gonna need to do is get enough money to turn this thing into a cut gem and then buy the charging station. I think maybe we should go out to Oasis Springs because there's a lot of gems in the park in Oasis Springs. So we could go there and maybe fish while we wait for them to spawn. A little pro tip is to fish way back here in Oasis Springs because you can find cowplant berries back here, but you also will often fish up things like a violin. So if you're trying to get money, this is a good spot to fish because you can get stuff fast. Well, I say that and then I got a minnow, but just take my word for it, okay? You can actually get good stuff. Yeah, see, I got a cowplant berry and miraculously, this sim cooked food. I'm gonna come grab some of that. We're actually off to a really good start right now. Like, things are going really well. I'll let him use the bathroom out here too. I'll kind of have him make his way back down to the front of the lot. Furium. Oh boy. Okay, and unfortunately the neighbors have just started mowing their lawn. So that is very inconvenient. It's 7:30 in the morning when I'm recording this, by the way. I woke up real early. I've been up since 5 so I could try and get the review of this pack finished in time to upload it today. I mean, when you're seeing this, I'll have uploaded it already a couple days ago, but the turnaround with stuff packs is very quick between getting access to them and then being allowed to post with them. I've been like living and breathing the Crystal Creations pack all night. It's been like all I've been thinking about. I've been having a lot of fun. We just got some baconite and some rainbows. This rainbows one makes you less likely to get fears. I could use that in real life. Wait, we just caught a seed for the magic tree. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, well, I'll just bring that home and plant it myself then. I stayed out kind of late tonight. I didn't really mean to, but that was probably worth it. We also caught the violin that I warned you about, so we've got a decent amount of money. And we got amethyst, so you gain energy faster when sleeping if you have that one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going straight home. Our next order of business is to start actually crafting all this stuff. We've gone a full day of gemstone rags to riches without actually making any gemstones. So let me get on that. I may plant the cow plant and that seed while we're here. Just to get them started. And then we can cut a gemstone. Let me make this one and I'll use that plum bite. It only costs 50. This mystical moonlight crystal grid to charge them also only costs 50 simoleons. So that's a huge help as well. Did you finish that or did you give up? You cannot give up. I wanted to charge it overnight, but I think I waited too long to come home with it. I think that we're not gonna have enough time. We're already level 3 and we barely even did anything. Oh, I'll buy a bed too. I'm just gonna get the werewolf one because it's the cheapest. No. Stop, Stanley. You actually have to continue. Okay, there we go. Let me charge this overnight. It looks like it's gonna have 12 hours to fully charge because of the new moon. That's very annoying. Normally it wouldn't take so long, but there is no moon right now. So I guess it makes sense. Oh my god, look. It's working. It's working. Just because it's there, our needs are all going up slowly over time. I think we should start designing some jewelry. Maybe I will use like the cheap baconite to make our first one. We do have to pay for that. How much does the table that we sell them on cost? 450. Oh my god. Okay. We're level 4, so we're slowly starting to level up with this. It looks like our first piece of jewelry is worth a whopping 147. Okay, we can make that work. I can also breed the frogs, which I'm gonna start with because I'm trying to get as much money as possible so I can buy this ridiculous table. Oh, we got headphones? Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna need that. Okay, let's try and cut like the rare rainbows into a crystal too. We don't need to do anything. Our needs are gonna stay full for the next 4 hours. They won't even go down at all. I finished that one. I don't really know if I'm gonna bother with charging it. I don't really care about not getting fears. Like, I'm not too worried about being afraid, which sounds so ridiculous to say, but I'm not worried about being scared. One thing I am kind of worried about is the aspiration. I'd like to try and finish it, but I also don't want to gift anybody any jewelry. That seems like it'd be no fun. I'll buy a sales table. Yikes. Okay, we are running low on funds. So that one I spent like 100 simoleons on. It's worth 202. That's not bad. The gemstone we cut is worth 742. Maybe I should cut the rest of the ones that I have on me. Never mind. I can't. Okay, let me run my first yard sale. We only have a couple things, but we can tend the table. Oh, it's already charging again. Okay. I'm gonna mark up the prices 300% and then start the yard sale. I'm totally down with just staying here all night until I can get these things sold. I've found in my experience that there's really not much point in talking to them. I feel like I often make it worse when I try and do that. Yeah, okay, 808 from that. They bought that without me even trying, but I'm not mad. 588 and 2,968. Oh my god, I sold all of it already. Well, now we've got plenty of money. I'm feeling fine. Can you leave? Well, now I can cut the rest of my gemstones. This stupid thing also wants me to spend satisfaction points, but I barely have any. So what do you expect me to spend them on? I guess we could just buy a potion, but I don't even really need that either. I've got this magic gem. I don't have to do anything. We're already level 6. The gem I just cut is worth 429, so marked up, that's gonna be worth a ton of money. This good one that we have is only worth 224. Why anybody would ever get rid of that, I don't know. But look at this. I don't have to do anything. This is completely, that's so overpowered. It lasts 2 days. Like, us having this, that's gonna completely change the game. You never need to buy anything for Stanley in these challenges again. If we have that thing, like, we don't even need to buy a shower. I've only eaten once today. Like, we don't have to do anything. Okay, I'm gonna make maybe this mystical ring. That's the most expensive thing that we can buy. It says Morgan Ember called, they want this ring. Wait, maybe we can try and sell it to them. I think I'll just use some cheap stuff to make this just to see. 312. I'm still not sure if it's more worth your while to just make random jewelry as opposed to making custom stuff, because if you do it random, I think that you can get lucky with the cost of things that you're using. You can probably also get unlucky and like craft something that's worth less than 300, but I feel like more often than not, it's easier to just have him make something random. You could also probably get unlucky and have it be worth less than 300, like the stuff that you've purchased to make it, but I don't know, more often than not, it's probably gonna be worth worth more than that. This bling ring's worth 816. See? What does that look like? I can't even see it because it's all black. It's like black gems with the black metal. Do you want to wear that one? With this one, Sims excavating in Selva Dorada will unearth rarer and more valuable artifacts. That's so cool. Oh, it's not even all black. It's emerald. Okay, never mind. Well, I'm not going to Selva Dorada, so I don't need that. Yeah, see, this chunky ring's only worth 273, but we'll make our money back when I sell it. In the meantime, I'm getting 10 simoleons here and there from my frogs. That's fine by me though. Stanley is already level 7, almost level 8. What? Solarium with hematite. If charged on the crystal grid, Sims cannot die? You're kidding. I have not seen that yet. We need to charge that one. I am so willing to test that out. I'm gonna like actually try and kill him just to see what happens if I use it. I'm gonna need some more info on that. One of these that I just got, it says Sims will randomly find crystals while doing things around the house. I don't know if it's worth even bothering trying to charge that because we aren't doing things around the house, so I probably won't even find any crystals. I found that when I used that last time, I was only getting it when I was like actually doing stuff. Like if I have my Sims shower, they might randomly find one. But we don't have a shower. I'm basically cheating needs because of this gemstone, so I don't have a need for that. Oh my god, with this one, Sims take longer to burn out on mental activities. Oh my god. That's so helpful. The burnout is so annoying. I've reached a point where I usually just cheat that away when it happens to my Sims, but I like the idea of a crystal that can help with it. Victor wants to come over. I guess you can. I don't really love the idea of that, but if you really want to. I like how he's just standing there watching me. It's like kind of scary. And Stanley has officially been awake for 24 hours straight. I wanted him to spend all of his money making jewelry and then do like one big giant yard sale. We're also getting really close to maxing the skill. He's already level 9. At this point, we get extra crystals and metals whenever we harvest them, like if we go digging them from places like this. Oh my god. Vlad thinks I have a lovely neck. Stanley doesn't even have a neck. Look at him. He's all hot dog. There's no neck. Okay, it's time. I've stocked the table. I'm gonna begin my yard sale at 2 a.m., I guess. For some reason. People will still come though. You can't see, but they will show up. It's really dark. You like actually can't see. Maybe I'll get some fairy lights. That might be kind of cute. We can light things up. Yes, there is no pole supporting this side. They're just kind of floating there, but that's okay. Don't look at that part. If you zoom in, you can't tell. I might actually let this charge a little bit longer overnight so we can get it while I'm not needing it. If you use that to charge while you're not busy and it's nighttime, then you can like literally never have to work on a need. Because I can just let that sit there during my yard sale and then it'll fix my needs again when it's done. 2,148. Okay. And that was without even talking to anybody. Oh, that one's only worth 588. Yikes. This has taken a little bit longer to sell my stuff than I thought it would. I sort of had higher hopes than this, but they're not really just buying things randomly like I hoped they would. Okay, my crystal is fully charged, so put that back up. Mortimer Goth. Oh, he's gone. I was gonna try and convince him to buy my stuff, but then he left. Does anybody want to buy anything from me? Oh, Morty's back. Oh my god, Judy, you're so rich. Oh, Morty did buy something. That was worth 1,700. Mortimer just bought a second thing. He left and came back and then bought something else. Nancy Landgrab is here now and she's got money. I'm gonna focus on her. I don't really understand the best way to do this and like the best way to pitch this stuff to them. You wanna be a bro? No. I'm getting so many phone calls. You can give my phone number to somebody, that's fine. I'm open to going on a date. I'd be more open to it if you would buy my stuff. I think I'd have better luck if I decreased the markup, but I don't really want to do that. I wanna get like the max amount of money off of this. Ask Victor to relax. Oh, sorry, I forgot he was staying here. I was like, there's no way. That's so mean. No, it literally means like relax while you're here and not help around the house. But no, I won't be telling you to do that. Well, realistically, I have actually barely sold anything. And yet somehow I've got a ton of money because they just sell for so much. Hey, Stanley, I've heard a lot about you, mostly bad things. What? Who? From who? Nobody dislikes me. I don't have a single enemy. That's so mean. Is it because I'm scamming people? Okay, well, I've got my delicate necklace so I won't die and my botanical ring so that I'll get extra stuff. This lunar goddess bracelet. Oh my gosh. This one makes you gain charisma skill faster if it's charged. I wanted to look around to see if I could find any crystals, but I don't see any because I can't see anything. This one's worth 929. Oh my god. And that's not even like with the markup. Maybe I just buy a focused potion. I don't really care to have one, but I was curious to know. Oh my god, it's so broken. Oh no. I just wanted to see what would happen if I spent the points like that thing you wanted me to because I got an extra 1,000 from that. that. Maybe I could buy something silly like waterproof so I don't get wet in the rain, because I don't have a house, I don't have a roof. I do technically have a ceiling, but I wouldn't say I have a roof. Let me see what the cheapest thing I have on this table is. Probably this basic bracelet. Maybe I could give that to this guy. This new thing, 680 for a bling necklace. Gift to Victor Fang. You know what else is interesting is you can use the Plopsy stuff from Nifty Knitting and sell these things on there. I don't really find, oh my God, leave me alone. I'm not going to the Star Wars pack. I don't really find Plopsy to be all that useful for selling. It's kind of fun to buy off of because you can get some kind of cute things. Like I could buy this really nice painting. Oh, from the Grim Reaper. Oh. There's a rainbow cross stitch hoop. I could get a plant. See, like maybe I'll buy both of those. We could start building ourselves a house. Maybe I'll get like walls. That seems nice. There, look, Stanley, you've got a whole house. It's basically finished. No, let me buy some flooring. We do actually have a wallpaper that comes in the pack as well. There's not a lot of stuff in the pack furniture-wise, but there's some nice stuff in the pack. Like, look at that combo with the walls and the bed. I got a pretty sailboat painting. Oh, ew, why is that so tall? I wasted money on that, I'm sorry. If charged on the crystal grid, look at this. Sim is easier to convince and more likely to lend money. So you could charge these and then give them to someone, and then we could convince them more easily to give us money. Oh, we also found a crystal. Oh, that's because of our charged jade. We found our first random crystal. This one will make Sims get over breakups faster and our social need won't decay. At the moment, none of my needs decay because of this one, but everything will help. Everything's good to have. That's just a basic ring. I'm not even gonna bother with selling that. Let me cut this new gemstone, this rose that we just found. 500. Ooh. I'm sorry. It's kind of creepy that Victor's just right there. I gotta be honest. It's weirding me out a little bit. I don't really like it. So that one's only worth 825 and I spent 500 on it, but that's not too bad. I'm charging my thingy again. It's gonna take 3 more hours till it's fully charged. But then after that, I might go out to the park today. Oh, I maxed the skill. Well, that was easy. Basic necklace, boo. Look at this, by the way, the delicate bracelet. Yes, it's cool you said all that. Yes, it's chill they're in your head. You're wearing the delicate bracelet. Delicate earrings. Your reputation will never be better than when you wear these delicate earrings. That is so funny. I cannot believe they've included so many references in this pack. Okay, our thingy got fully charged. I'm gonna make one more bracelet and then I'm gonna go out to Oasis Springs. I don't know how long it takes this tree to grow. It took me like 7 or 8 days for this to grow in my other save. I don't really know how long it takes when you've got the tiny house affecting it. Oh, speaking of which, those are the delicate earrings. We were just talking about you. With this one, your sim gains creative skills faster and you're more likely to create masterpieces. That's so good. I know I keep saying this, but this whole thing has like really changed the game. It makes me want to use this in like future Rags to Riches as like a side quest, because then you can try and make it so you get masterpieces quicker and then you can make more money fast because you're like doubling up with your painting skill and with this skill. It just feels like there's so many uses for these items, like so many more than I expected there to be. All right, I'm just gonna come fish until we got some stuff spawned that we can grab. My dream is to find a crystal. Like I want one so bad. I wanna see what happens when you've got the skill maxed and like how many crystals you can find at once. Cause I'm pretty sure that as soon as I dig one up, it'll give me 3. And look at that, I got another violin. Isn't that ridiculous? You could do a whole Rags to Riches just fishing up violins back there. Another violin, oh my God. Another cow plant berry too? Okay, look, we just dug up the metals. We got 3. All at once from one gemstone rock thingy, whatever the thing's called. I'm gonna go to Willow Creek and I'm gonna use the park there because I feel like we might have better luck because I haven't harvested those yet. Is harvest the right word? It's a weird way of describing this, but you know what I mean. It's actually been a while since I've been to the Willow. You know what? It's actually been a while since I've been here at the park in Willow Creek. I used to be here all day, every day. I don't come here as often anymore. This is honestly a really good spot to come search for collectibles because it's so big. I guess depending on how you look at it, it could also be a bad spot to search for collectibles because it's so big. It's like hard to find stuff. I'm also getting a lot of fossils and not any crystals, which is making me feel sad. The one time I need crystals specifically just today. I never normally need crystals, but right now that's all I want. We got a ton of metals. Yep, fossil, boring. Oh, would you look at that? Another boring fossil. Well, this was a flop. I just wanted to find some crystals. Okay, I'll go back home. I'm gonna try and run a yard sale overnight and we'll see how much money we can get from this stuff. I may just commit to the super high markup and see what happens and like let the game run. First though, I'll be planting another cow plant. I have reasons for which I will need 2 of these. There's a couple celebrities here. I know you can afford it. Oh, they left. Okay, well, we've got 4,164. I'm gonna cut away and see what happens by the end of the night and how much money we've made. Already we're making a lot and I haven't even done anything though. So this is going pretty well. So look at this, there's a full moon. So everything charged fast. I was able to fill this back up really easily. Everything is running really quickly because of the full moon. That's so helpful. So I played pretty much all night just now, and we managed to make like 8,000 simoleons. We started with 4,164. We now have 12,460. We didn't really sell that much, but you see like that, sometimes there's random things like Judy walked up, spent 3,700 and left. So like we don't sell a lot, but when we do, it sells for a lot. So all of a sudden it just kind of happens all at once. I'm not talking to anybody, so I don't really understand how it works, but it's fine. Maybe they're in better moods because of my gemstone. My cow plant grew! Oh, that's fantastic news. Welcome wagon. What? Why am I getting the welcome to the neighborhood right now? I've lived here for almost a full week in game. I'm currently trying to sell my last thing on the table. We've made over 20,000 from this batch of items. This has been a really weird rags to riches because I've been able to just non-stop work on stuff. Like normally we have to stop to sleep and work on needs, but this time we don't even have any items for needs. I've gone a full week in game. Basically, I haven't bought a single toilet or a shower. Like this is a very different experience than normal. Oh, okay, I sold everything. It's just been a complete reversal of what we usually do in rags to riches, and we've been able to make it very effective because of that. This little magic powered thing is so useful. I'm gonna let it charge again while we're just sat here, and I'm thinking my new plan is to take some of these things that we fully charged up. I have this new delicate necklace. This is the one that makes it so I cannot die. I want to wear that with all my outfits. Listen to this. I'm gonna cheat this cow plant, okay? I just want to have a second one. I want to have Stanley eat the cake twice and see if we die from it. I ate one cow plant cake. I'm gonna save too, just in case. But I want to put this cannot die thing to the test. The way the cow plants work is you have to eat it twice in a row in order to die. Oh wait, can I force you to be hungry? Is there a cheat for that, or should I get one off the gallery that's hungry? Cow plants are kind of scary. Like I don't really know what the best thing to do is. Hold on, I'll get us a hungry one. For science. Oh, uh-oh, the gallery does not want to open. Okay, here's a little pro tip. If you're ever looking for things like a cow plant, maybe you, for some reason, need a fully hungry cow plant quickly. People have uploaded stuff like that onto the gallery. I download this one a lot. It's good for times like these. When you don't want to wait for the cow plant to get hungry, you have reasons for which it needs to be hungry now. Oh my God, tell me you're not. No, you can't be afraid of plants. Oh my God. Maybe I should have charged and kept those fear things. Let me buy this fear be gone potion. I haven't even reinstalled UI cheats yet. All right, let me get rid of my fear of cow plants. All right, problem solved. Eat the cake. Stanley Humphrey is being devoured by a cow plant. Will he make it out alive? Well, the thingy says Sim cannot die. Oh no. Wait. Is he gonna die from this? I didn't really think this through. Wait. Is he actually gonna die from this? Is Grim gonna be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it? Because that's what I was expecting to have happen. I didn't really anticipate that it would go this far. I'm so sorry, Stanley. This was supposed to be his big day. He got his little table and now he's inside of a cow plant. Okay, Grim's doing something. No! What? Okay, Sim can die, actually. Huh, well, I'm gonna close that without saving, because we're undo button. I don't need that. I don't really understand how that works then. Maybe it means like something specific, and I guess what I just did to him, that was fully intentional. So maybe they just can't die from accidental things, maybe like the emotional deaths or something. Well, okay, let me feed that cow plant and not eat the cow plant cake. And let's just pretend that didn't happen, okay? I would really like to get myself a fancy gnome. I kind of want, nightlight. Energy needs decay slower and alien powers recharge faster. That's cool. And I think at this point, we've kind of established that we've got all the money we need. You can make money real easily once you've maxed this skill, especially if you've got things like tiny living. I mean, it happens quick. Weirdly, the plant still has not grown. This crystal tree takes a very, very long time to grow. Look at that. I love this gnome. That's so beautiful. I was really hoping that tiny living would affect it and make it grow faster, because your plants are supposed to grow twice as fast when you have a micro home. That's like one of the main perks, where plants grow twice. What are you doing? Okay, well, one of the main perks is that plants grow twice as fast as normal. This plant, I guess maybe it's not a plant. he just started autonomously designing jewelry and it didn't cost me any money. So I'll be curious to know what that ends up being and if it's worth a lot. It's a delicate bracelet worth $274. Well, thank you very much. I didn't know he could do that. Oh, hello. You know what? I was planning on gifting these earrings to someone. These are the ones that when charged, you can convince people to lend you money more easily. I'm gonna gift them to Ava. I was planning on giving them to like a rich person, but then she came here on her own, so I might as well try. The only problem is that I don't know where asking for a loan is. I don't know where like the button is now. I might need a higher charisma skill. I've got 2. Let's try 3. No. Maybe 4. No. Maybe 5? No. I just wanted to see which one has the loans in it. But surely by level 6, you should be able to have loans. This is the problem. Ever since they changed the menu, it's all fun and good, right? Like, it's supposed to be better this way. Except for me, I can't find anything I'm looking for. When they were in alphabetical order, it was annoying, but it was still easier. Oh, she gave me gummy bear pancakes? Oh, that'll be the second ever meal that Stanley has ever eaten. But like, I don't even know how to ask her for it. Do you think if I dare her to streak, that counts as me being more persuasive? Oh. And she did it, so probably. I hope someone buys my skull. I really want to sell that one. We're making a lot of money fast from this yard sale. I think it's a combination of our skill being higher and like these things being higher quality, but they're just buying them without even thinking about it. This is an interesting business model, you know, having all this fancy jewelry and then like scaring off our customers with my deadly beasts in the front yard. And like one of them's hungry. That's kind of a threat. Yeah, all of a sudden we got like 50,000 simoleons. We have very easily achieved our goal of getting rich in this game, and yet somehow the gem tree still has not grown. I'm actually just gonna let him sleep so I can see how long it takes, because I know I planted it at like 11 p.m. on Sunday, so I'm anticipating that it'll grow at 11 p.m. this Sunday. I'm just like staring at this thing. I hate this part. I hate how there's no way to tell how far along it is. You just kind of have to wait, and you don't really know what to expect from it. And in the process of waiting, I've been interrupted by like 10 phone calls. It's so annoying. Well, I guess we do have to buy some things for Stanley. Like, the guy could probably use a kitchen and a bathroom and some stuff like that. I have never made it this far in a video without buying a kitchen and a bathroom. So this is kind of a weird feeling to be like all the way at this point and we've not spent any money. Well, at least now we can start by buying some really expensive stuff. There are perks that come with waiting for these things, and it does include us getting to like immediately upgrade. Look at that, shower tub combo. I don't know if Stanley has ever had a shower tub combo. In his life, I don't know if he's ever been able to afford one of those. I usually give up on him before then. Maybe that's the problem. Stanley acquired the cooking skill. This far into his life, just now he's got it. Oh, you can be cheerful. That's cute. Good for you. Oh, it grew. Okay. Well, I am feeling cheerful about that actually. So just as I said, I literally said Sunday at 11 p.m. So it takes exactly 1 full week in game for this thing to grow. I'm kind of frustrated by that. I know it's special. It's like a magical tree, but I think a week is too long. A week like on short lifespan, that's like half your Sim's life. Well, let's just test really quick what happens when I harvest these crystals. This is my first harvest and we got 5 crystals from it. We got sapphire, peach, quartz, citrine, and jade all from that. So all in all, I think that this went really well. I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on this now too. I've played the pack for like 4 or 5 hours total at this point, and I'm really liking it. If you want to see more specifically from the Crystal Creations pack, at this point, I've posted a couple videos on YouTube. This is the second video that I'm recording, but I'm posting them out of order. I'm curious to hear in the comments what you all think of the pack now that you've maybe played with it some more. What is your favorite special charge that you can get on the crystals? Which one do you think is best? And also, do you know what I did wrong with the death one? Because I'm recording this before the pack is out, so I can't like ask anybody because it's not out yet. So we'll see once the pack is released, but at this point I can't even tell. And on that note, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. Like I mentioned, I've got a ton of content on the pack on my YouTube channel, and I also post a ton of Sims content just in general. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I've got some special builds that I'm planning on posting this weekend, so stay tuned. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Oh my god, I literally started recording this video when it was still dark outside. Like the sun was rising when we began, which is so funny. I never record this early in the morning.